such a good boy. Yes, you are. You're such a good boy. You're nice and warm too. So, I'm going to put a plug in for rescue dogs and shelter dogs. If you're looking for some love in your life, go out and adopt a shelter dog. Save a life. They are the most amazing creatures out there. And they know, they know that you're giving them a second chance. And they're not all perfect. They don't all come pre-trained. There's work to do. But it's part of the deal, like it's getting to know someone new, and they have to get to know you too, and the rules of the house and the rules of especially if there's more than one person in the house. Each person has preferences, each person has rules, each person reacts a different way. But it's so worth it. They give so much love, and I was gonna say they don't take up much room, but they might steal your bed. But I mean, the 7 months I was without a dog, well, I was 3 months with a puppy that we didn't fit, and she was returned to her previous owner, and which is what we had agreed on. But the time that I was without a dog was very, very dark. I was in a very dark place. And I saw the difference when Hugger came in, and just as when Dew came in after Goldie was put down, my previous Cocker Spaniel. So, they give so much joy. They're so crazy. They give themselves fully. They don't lie. Animals can't lie. And they will love you whether you look like crap or whether you look like $1 million. They will love you whether you're short, tall, fat, thin, whatever color you are. You can be rainbow and they'll love you. You know what I mean? I'd love you if you were a rainbow too. But the point is, they don't care what you look like. They don't care what your disabilities are. They don't care. They just want to be loved, and they just want a home. And they can teach you a heck of a lot about yourself too. And they can also teach you new things. In my case, all my dogs have taught me to temper my temper. And they have all taught me patience and tolerance for stuff like accidents. Like, it happens. Literally, poop happens. And they teach you how to open your heart and love, like without restraint, without limit, because it's a love that's not going to get backstabbed, if you will. Like, there's not a chance of getting. Yes, it will hurt when the animal eventually, unfortunately, passes away, but it's a pure love. It's not a I will love you only if you do this. They don't play mind games. Well, sometimes they kind of seem like they do, but they just need some guidance and whatnot. And that goes for cats too. Or mind you, cats can be a-holes too, but they can also be very, very good nurses and very good friends and very loving. Look, if you're hungry, just tell me, man, I'll feed you. Jeez. Nut job. I'm trying to. They will also provide very cheap entertainment for free. And they will make you laugh. And in the case of the dogs and cats that I've had, they've literally nursed me back to health when I was sick. They've walked me through my mom's death, my sister's suicide, my grandpa's death 4 days after my sister's suicide. They sensed it. They were there. It was crazy. It was like, I'm beyond grateful because I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for them. Let's just say. Dewey gave me back my freedom because I have anxiety attacks, And I'm hoping this one will be able to take over where Dewey left off. They just fill your life. And people are worried I know some people are worried that when they have a pet, and how do I put this? They worry that the dog will take over the memories and take the place of the other animal in the heart. That's not true. Your heart grows. It expands. It's weird. It's like in a infinite space in your chest where the love of an animal goes. It never replaces the previous pets. It makes room for its own, and it just fills it completely, overflowing with love and memories and laughter and, yeah, sometimes frustration and sometimes anger. And it's like, ugh, you pooped in the house or you destroyed this or whatever. Yeah, it happens, just like with kids and just like with adults, just like with us, right? Well, I don't know about, yeah, never mind. I'll be good. But don't worry about the dog or the cat or whatever, replacing the previous pet. They're going to make their own room, and they will never replace the previous pet. And the important thing here is, if you rescue from a shelter or from a reputable rescue, you're saving a life. When I adopted Dewey, he had less than 24 hours to live. Hugger was pulled from a Texas high kill shelter with his siblings, and I adopted him from a rescue. I had promised Dewey I would adopt from a shelter or rescue. I would save another life. And I will be very honest, Goldie and Dewey, I didn't rescue them. They rescued me. Just like this guy. It brought me out of 7 months of darkness, and he brought me back to the land of the living, shall we say. So, if you're looking for a puppy or a dog, and consider, if you can, adopting an older pet, an older cat, an older dog, because a lot of times these animals are put in there by owners that either pass away or, I don't want to pass judgment here, so I'm going to be nice and I'm just going to say people who, for whatever reason, can't take the animal with them wherever they go. I'm going to be nice. I'm going to shut up. Anyway, so consider adopting an older pet too. Sometimes they can be a challenge, but a lot of times they will fulfill your life so much more than anything else you could ever dream of. So, like this dude. Wait, let me see. What are you doing? He's got, a gazillion toys in the living room, and if I leave my shoes on the floor, he'll still play with my shoes. He doesn't destroy them, he just brings them in his bed. So that's my my plug for adopting from a shelter or a rescue. Just Save a life, especially if you can save two, if you can. There are animals in, I know in the States, in Canada, I'm in Canada, they're too disposable. People feel they're too disposable, and it's not, they're not disposable. They are, they're living creatures that deserve to be treated with love and respect, just like anybody else. So consider adopting a fur baby, a some furry instead of a somebody. And you're gonna get, I don't know how many years, I can't predict, but you're gonna get the purest love there is and the purest entertainment there is. It's just crazy stuff he does. That's why I post a lot of stuff. Some of it may be mundane, some of it may be more boring. But where are you going? Where are you going, yo? But it's just amazing to watch them go from a little shaking shell of a dog or a cat that's scared of every freaking little thing, even a leaf or a bag that's outside, like a full bag, let's say, of trash, to watching them gain confidence and bloom. So I read something on Facebook that said, if you're in a dark place, maybe you've been planted, bloom. So this guy here is helping me bloom. And I'm hoping that some of you who see this will go out and adopt and bloom and let their pets bloom too. Be blessed.